Will Reichert has it all teed up. And here we go from Lambeau. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Love throwing to start us off. This is pulled in by McCole Hardman. And he gets him around 6 there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. A lot of grass ahead. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Here's the first look for the rookie out of USC. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Love from the gun. Has it down close. Touchdown, Green Bay. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
19,
McCarthy throwing right away. Hopkinson reels it in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Packers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
70 Rangers, go!
Tight end going in motion here. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Panther 11.
Love out of the shotgun. It is caught left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
ETN on 3rd down. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Counter give to ETN. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Viking 18, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hawks 7.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he gets a small chuck there before he's touched down. These two NFC North teams have played. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's 3rd and very long. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
A gain of 9. 19 tight. 19. Head to 60. Head to 60.
From the pistol, here's Love. He connects downfield on 4. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pull out in front further, 13-zip. McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Another try following the sack. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. McCole Hardman now on the return. He lost the football, and the fumble recovery is made. And Minnesota returns this to the end zone. Touchdown! The Vikings can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Not exactly the big play that these reworked kickoffs were designed to promote, Brock, but hey, excitement's excitement, right? And it is hard to beat the old scoop and score.
Don't tell that kicking team that wasn't a big play. This is what they work on all week long, Kate. Yep. This is how they become special as a special teams unit to punch it out and take it back to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Love to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 22.
Trying again following the sack. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, You'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a second quarter lead. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll give left side to Jones. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
With that play clock getting perilously close to 0, Kevin O'Connell calls for a timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tony set in motion left. From the shotgun, McCarthy has his man. It's Addison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. They put a receiver in motion here left. Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's good for 7 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. 2nd down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Takes the handoff, now Love. As the open man downfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. Now a give running right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On play action now, McCarthy. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a 31-yard play, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Slot receiver headed left. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. This one is taken in by Tony. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Second down carry for Jones. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. The fact that they pulled that out on a first and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did. And I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go. And that group certainly was.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Love out of the shotgun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying it right side with ETN. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it first and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 79 Bronco.
From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He's got him, that's Addison. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings that second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38. Escapes the pocket. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. It's a gain of 4, and that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hutchinson reels it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, or it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Headed out right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they need to get 4 on third down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Shotgun now on third down. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
He finds him beyond the marker, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
One after try, good by Reichert. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Hardman with a return. And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. Dallas Turner there to bring him down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Panther 60, Panther, set.
Love from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So they'll be set up with a first. They'll run, ETN. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. One more time with ETN. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. And this might be a free play. Let's see what they do. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers double their lead to 14. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. McCarthy looking to throw. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Dumped off to his running back. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
It may have started off so small, but then he squirmed right through that initial traffic to find a lot more space to gash him. As far as shuffle passes go, Kate, the results don't get too much better than that.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. McCarthy to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Back to the air, McCarthy. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Packers pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing his love on 3rd. Gets this one to Watson. And he'll get it up to the 27. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 11. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 10. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th.
Let's go.
He's throwing for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
That keeps the score. Packers 48, Vikings 28.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Chandler again. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Vikings electing not to kick it. The offense staying out there. They're going for 2. Now it's McCarthy. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Etienne again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Love out of the shotgun. Forced out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. 1st down, ball at the 36. McCarthy throwing here. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Slot man in motion left. McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. He's on the move. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the lead is back down to 9.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
And they take him down right along the 30. So this is a Packers win. And they draw first blood.